Hey guys, it's Cameron again, and I'm here to review Alistair Grim's Aquaticum by Gregory Funaro. I was approved an e-arc of this book from NetGalley, courtesy of Gregory Funaro, the author. So a big thanks to Gregory and NetGalley for letting me read this book in advance, as well as a thank you to Disney Hyperion, the publisher. And just because I was sent an arc of this book does not mean that it is going to influence my views of the book in any way. So without further ado, let's get on into the review. Alistair Grim's Aquaticum is the second book in a middle grade fantasy series. The first book was called Alistair Grim's Odditorium. I read and reviewed that book earlier this year, so I will link my review down below. It's one of my favorite books of the entire year. I love that book so very much. Basically, the series follows a young boy named Grub. He was a chimney sweep in London. He had a very abusive master, but then Grub is able to get away from that life and become a member of the Odditorium, which is run by this man named Alistair Grim. The Odditorium is kind of this strange event in London that really nobody knows much about. It's just this building that is supposed to have opened a long time ago but never did. It is a magical place that is filled with all of these magical items and magical beings that are called Auditoria. And now there is a villain named Prince Nightshade who is out to steal the Auditoria and kind of take over the world, so to speak. That is the plot of the first book, and the second book, Alistair Grim's Aquaticum, just kind of picks up where that book left off. You also find out a lot of other secrets about the Odditorium and about Grub and all the other characters within the book. The first book was a very interesting mix of different kinds of mythologies and different legends, but the second book takes that to a whole other level and adds in even more stuff, and it's just awesome. This one is essentially an underwater adventure with ties to King Arthur lore. The second book also holds that same steampunk feel that the first book had and adds on even more adventure and action and magic. There are witches and mechanical sharks and even a trip to the Hellmouth. The story has some dark undertones, but it's nothing that overwhelms the fun nature of the story. And also, with many different series nowadays, the second book always suffers from that sophomore slump, but this book doesn't. Alistair Grim's Aquaticum is wonderful. It is amazing. It is just as good as the first book, if not better. I can tell while reading that the series is going in a very specific direction, and I don't feel like I have to worry about it ending in a mediocre way like a lot of series do nowadays. I am very excited for the third book to see how it's going to go on. Alistair Grim's Aquaticum by Gregory Funaro is set to be released on January 5th, 2016. I definitely recommend that you pre-order this book if you've read the first book already. I'll put links below in the description so that way you can go and pre-order this book or order the first book in the series. And if you have read the first book, definitely let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.